Imagine a world where the very ground trembles with every step, where shadows stretch for miles, cast by living mountains of flesh and bone. We think we understand scale, but nothing alive today truly prepares us for the colossal titans that once walked our Earth. These weren't just big animals. They were land-shaking giants, creatures so immense they challenged the very limits of biology. Tonight, we're unearthing the true rulers of the prehistoric world, delving into the staggering reality of the 4 biggest dinosaurs that ever existed. Prepare to have your perception of size shattered and your imagination pushed to its limits as we reveal the sheer, terrifying scale of these ancient behemoths. If you're ready to stand in awe of these magnificent monsters, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Your support helps us uncover more of Earth's incredible, hidden past. Let's begin our journey with the first truly gargantuan dinosaur. Our expedition into the world of truly massive dinosaurs begins with a titan that redefines the very word big, the Argentinosaurus. This magnificent long-necked sauropod, which roamed what is now South America during the late Cretaceous period, is widely considered to be one of the heaviest and longest land animals ever to have existed. Its sheer scale is difficult to comprehend, pushing the very limits of what a terrestrial animal could be, based on fossil evidence, including an enormous vertebra that alone was over 5 feet tall. Paleontologists have estimated its length to be between 115 and 130 feet, 35 to 40 meters, and its weight to a staggering 75 to 100 tons. 68,000 to 90,700 kilograms. Source: research from institutions like the Museo Argentino de Ciencias Naturales and various paleontological studies. To put that into perspective, an Argentinosaurus would have been taller than a 5-story building and heavier than 14 adult African elephants combined. Its immense column-like legs, which would have had a circumference of over 6 feet, were necessary to support this unimaginable weight, moving it with a slow, earth-shaking gait. But what did a creature of this size eat? The Argentinosaurus was a herbivore, using its long neck to browse on vegetation from treetops to the ground. Its entire existence would have been a constant, monumental search for food and water, consuming thousands of pounds of plant material every single day to fuel its immense body. Its only real defense was its size. A fully grown Argentinosaurus would have been virtually invulnerable to even the largest predators of its time, such as the Giganotosaurus, which would have had to hunt in packs to even stand a chance against a juvenile. If the Argentinosaurus were alive in this video's world, its presence would be impossible to ignore. Forests would be leveled as it grazed, and its immense weight would leave deep depressions in the earth, reshaping entire landscapes with its passage. The ground itself would tremble, and its slow, deliberate movements would make it a living, walking natural disaster. The sheer logistical and environmental impact of a herd of these behemoths would be catastrophic to our modern world, reminding us of a time when giants truly walked the earth and our species was nothing more than a distant, improbable future. Its very existence is a testament to the fact that for a brief, glorious period in Earth's history, the planet was a world designed for colossal, unimaginable life, a true golden age of titans. The sheer scale of the Argentinosaurus isn't just about weight and length. It's about the profound biological and environmental implications of a creature so vast. Paleontologists theorize that to support such an immense body, its bones were likely honeycombed and filled with air sacs, a lightweight structural design that defied the immense forces of gravity. Its slow, deliberate metabolism would have allowed it to sustain itself on a steady, endless diet of vegetation. But the environmental cost of its survival would be staggering. A single herd of these giants would act as living bulldozers, flattening forests, creating new trails, and shaping the very topography of the land with their immense weight. The Earth's surface would be in a constant state of flux under their feet. The enduring mystery is not just how something so large could exist, but where it could possibly hide in our modern world. The common assumption is that such creatures require vast, untouched lands to sustain their massive appetites, lands that no longer exist. But what if a few isolated pockets of a lost world still remain? Uncharted deep-sea trenches with undiscovered landmasses, hidden valleys in remote mountain ranges, or vast, unexplored regions of Antarctica could provide a plausible, if highly speculative, sanctuary. The very persistence of myths about dragons, giant serpents, or other gargantuan beasts across various cultures might not be pure fantasy, but a garbled ancient memory of a time when creatures of this scale were not just myth, but a living, breathing reality. The Argentinosaurus represents the ultimate challenge to our understanding of the planet. What other colossal secrets might the Earth be hiding from us? And what would it mean for humanity to discover that the age of giants never truly ended? Our journey into the world of colossal dinosaurs continues with an even more recent and equally mind-boggling discovery from the same continent. The Patagotitan, this magnificent sauropod, whose name translates to Titan from Patagonia, is a true modern marvel of paleontology. Discovered in Argentina in 2014, the Patagotitan is a titan of the late Cretaceous period that has since become a leading contender for the title of the largest land animal to have ever lived, a fact that is still being debated and refined by scientists. Its fossil remains are an astonishing testament to its size, with the discovery of an immense, perfectly preserved femur and an incredibly long neck and tail. Based on these groundbreaking finds, paleontologists have estimated its length to be a jaw-dropping 122 feet, 37 meters, with a weight of approximately 77 tons, 70,000 kilograms. To put that into perspective, the Patagotitan would have been longer than 2 semi-trucks, and its neck alone would have stretched over 30 feet, allowing it to reach vegetation that no other animal could. Its sheer mass and scale challenge our previous notions of how large a land-based organism could possibly be. A biological miracle of evolution. The very existence of the Patagotitan, unearthed so recently in the modern era, fuels a terrifying conspiracy. If a creature of this unparalleled size could remain undiscovered for so long, buried beneath the earth in remote Patagonia, what other even larger, more immense secrets might the planet be holding? The world is full of unexplored, inaccessible regions, remote mountain ranges, vast deserts, and deep, isolated jungles. Could these be the burial grounds of even more colossal, yet to-be-discovered titans, whose sheer scale would forever change our understanding of life on Earth? The Patagotitan is not just a fossil. It is a profound and unsettling reminder that the age of discovery is far from over, and that the biggest dinosaurs, both in legend and reality, might just be waiting patiently to be found. The mind-boggling scale of the Patagotitan forces us to reconsider the very mechanics of a terrestrial organism. How did a creature of its immense weight and length move? Paleontologists suggest its gait was a slow, deliberate trudge, its pillar-like legs providing a sturdy foundation for its monumental frame. Its long neck, a marvel of biological engineering, would have allowed it to strip vegetation from vast areas without moving, effectively turning it into a mobile, self-sustaining ecosystem. The sheer amount of food and water required to power its life would have dictated its constant, slow migration, a perpetual, silent journey across ancient plains. The discovery of multiple Patagotitan fossils in a single bone bed suggests these were herd animals, a chilling thought. A herd of these titans, each longer than a tennis court and heavier than a freight train, would have been an unstoppable, earth-shaking force of nature. a living testament to a golden age of giants where the planet itself was scaled to their needs. But the most unsettling conspiracy revolves around the fact that such a colossal creature remained undiscovered for so long. For years, the scientific community believed that animals like Argentinosaurus represented the absolute biological limit for a land-dwelling creature. The Patagotitan's discovery shatters that belief, opening up a terrifying new possibility that the biggest dinosaur ever may still be out there, buried beneath an uncharted mountain range or hidden in the remote, inaccessible deserts of the world. What if the discovery of Patagotitan is not the end of the search, but merely a glimpse of what's to come? The vast unexplored regions of our planet, from the deep Amazon to the isolated plains of Asia, could hold the final mind-bending truth. All we feel when we see a single fossilized bone of a Patagotitan, a bone so large that it dwarfs a human, is a visceral reminder of a world that existed before us. It's a world where the laws of nature seem to favor the immense, the colossal, and the terrifying. The Patagotitan embodies this lost era, a giant so magnificent, so unfathomably large, that its very existence raises the chilling question: if this is what we found, what unbelievable, even larger truths are still waiting to be unearthed? Truths that could prove humanity's place on this planet is far less significant than we'd like to believe. It's a powerful and humbling story, a myth of a titan brought to life, hinting that the true age of discovery has only just begun. If you're as captivated by these magnificent giants as we are, and you want to continue uncovering the world's most incredible secrets, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Your support helps us on this amazing journey. Now, from the colossal herbivores, we turn our attention to the ultimate predator, a truly mind-bending leviathan that wasn't just the biggest carnivore on land, but a master of two worlds, the mighty Spinosaurus. For decades, the Tyrannosaurus Rex held the title of the largest terrestrial predator, but recent discoveries have forced us to rewrite the history books. The Spinosaurus, with its massive sail and a body perfectly adapted for hunting in water, was not only longer and potentially heavier than the T-Rex, but it occupied a truly terrifying ecological niche. Found in what is now North Africa during the late Cretaceous period, this was a dinosaur that could grow up to 50 feet, 15 meters in length, and weigh well over 20 tons, making it the largest carnivorous dinosaur ever discovered. Source: Paleontological. Research by Nitzer Ibrahim and his team, published in journals like Science. But its size was just one part of the horror. The Spinosaurus was a bizarre and magnificent anomaly. Its most striking feature was the immense, sail-like structure on its back, a vertical fin of bone and skin that could reach over 6 feet tall. Its skull was long and narrow, like that of a crocodile, lined with conical teeth perfect for catching slippery fish and other aquatic prey. Unlike most theropods, its dense bones and a long, flat tail suggest it was a powerful swimmer, a creature that could navigate rivers and estuaries with terrifying efficiency. This wasn't a land hunter who occasionally waded into water. This was a semi-aquatic apex predator, equally at home in the depths as on the shore, a true master of its environment. If the Spinosaurus still existed in this video's world, our rivers and coastlines would be a nightmare, patrolled by an unstoppable predator that could outswim, outrun, and outweigh any other carnivore. Forget the fear of alligators or crocodiles. This was a being on a completely different scale, a creature that could ambush you from the murky depths or stalk you silently from the riverbank, its massive sail cutting through the foliage like a fin in the water. Its existence would redefine our relationship with every major river system and estuary on the planet, turning them into forbidden territories ruled by an ancient, terrifying king. The thought of a creature of this immense size, a true hybrid predator, still lurking in the world's great rivers, adds a chilling layer of modern conspiracy. Are some of our most baffling river-based disappearances truly a result of a misidentified, living Spinosaurus, a hidden king of the waters that continues to reign in secret? The Spinosaurus is not just a giant. It's a terrifying, beautiful monster that reminds us that some of Earth's greatest predators existed in a forgotten, two-world domain, a domain that might not be as forgotten as we hope. The Spinosaurus is a legend that has been constantly rewritten, a chilling testament to the fact that our understanding of the prehistoric world is far from complete. For decades, its iconic sail was its most defining feature, but new, groundbreaking discoveries in recent years have revealed a creature even more alien and terrifying. Paleontological consensus now suggests that Spinosaurus had a flat, paddle-like tail and dense bones, marking it as the first known semi-aquatic dinosaur, a true riverine behemoth. Source: research from the University of Portsmouth and others, widely covered in National Geographic. This re-evaluation transforms it from a land predator with a strange sail into a powerful swimmer, a creature that ruled a vast, ancient river system and its surrounding deltas with impunity. Its crocodile-like snout and conical, unserrated teeth made it a specialist hunter, perfectly adapted for snaring slippery fish, turtles, and even smaller dinosaurs that ventured too close to the water's edge. This unique niche as a two-world predator means that if it still existed, its hunting grounds would be everywhere water and land meet, turning our most fertile and populated coastlines and river basins into zones of absolute terror. The magnificent sail, while likely used for display or thermoregulation, would be a visually stunning yet terrifying omen, a towering fin cutting through the murky waters, a silent promise of the horror lurking beneath. The sheer rarity of Spinosaurus fossils, despite its immense size, only adds to its mystique. Why, for a top predator of its scale, are its remains so scarce? This scarcity fuels the conspiracy that it was an elusive, solitary hunter, perhaps not as widespread as a T-Rex, but far more dominant within its specific domain. The idea that a semi-aquatic giant, a true king of the rivers, could have survived to the present day in the vast, unexplored river systems of the Congo or the Amazon is a terrifying possibility that haunts the imagination. Its very existence challenges our modern narratives of extinct species, suggesting that some legendary monsters are not just from a long-lost past, but from a forgotten part of our world that might still be very much alive. The Spinosaurus is a living paradox, a creature of myth that became a reality, and a reminder that some of the greatest secrets are hidden just beneath the surface. From the semi-aquatic might of the Spinosaurus, we now return to the dry land to confront a final colossal dinosaur, a predator so massive and ferocious that it once rivaled the Tyrannosaurus Rex for the title of the ultimate king. The Giganotosaurus, the name Giganotosaurus, which chillingly translates to giant southern lizard, is a fitting title for this theropod that roamed what is now Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. It was one of the largest terrestrial carnivores ever discovered, with some of the most complete specimens suggesting a length of over 40 feet 12 meters, with some estimates pushing it to 43 feet 30 meters, making it a true rival in size to the Spinosaurus. Source: research from the University of Comahue and the Museo Paleontologico Egidio Ferruglio, Argentina. But while the T-Rex was a bone-crushing specialist, the Giganotosaurus was a master of a different, and perhaps even more terrifying, hunting style. Its skull was larger and more elongated than a T-Rex's, and its teeth were long, serrated and blade-like, perfectly designed for slicing through flesh like a knife. It wasn't built for crushing bone, but for dismembering and incapacitating its colossal prey, the massive sauropods like Argentinosaurus, with precision and speed. The fossil evidence suggests that a lone Giganotosaurus would have been a terrifying hunter. But the real nightmare scenario, and the prevailing theory among paleontologists, is that it hunted in packs. Imagine a single predator the size of a bus. Now multiply that by 2 or 3, working in coordination to bring down a single colossal sauropod. That level of coordinated, immense predation on land is a concept that would forever change our world. If the Giganotosaurus were still alive, in this video's world, it would pose a threat of unimaginable proportions to human civilization. No modern weapon, short of heavy artillery, would be effective against a pack of these gigantic predators. Our cities and settlements would be nothing more than a source of prey, with humanity relegated to a constant, desperate state of defense and fear. Its very existence would be a nightmare scenario, a relentless reminder that we are not the apex predator, but merely prey in a world where ancient, organized killing machines still roam. The fact that a predator of this magnitude, one of the biggest and most terrifying to ever live, could have existed and gone extinct, fuels a quiet dread. Could remote, unexplored jungles or isolated ecosystems still harbor these beasts? A hidden truth that governments and explorers are too afraid to ever fully confirm? The Giganotosaurus is a testament to the raw, terrifying power of the ancient world. A predator whose sheer size and pack hunting tactics ensure its place as a legend that, if it still walked the earth, would plunge humanity into a living hell. The Giganotosaurus's terrifying dominance wasn't built on brute, bone-crushing force like the T-Rex, but on a more surgical and brutal efficiency. Its massive skull, larger and more elongated than that of its famous North American cousin, housed a set of serrated blade-like teeth, perfectly designed for slicing and tearing through the flesh of its immense prey. This hunting style, focused on inflicting massive, debilitating wounds that would cause prey to bleed out, was perfectly adapted to take down the colossal sauropods of its era. This makes it a master of a different kind of horror, not the sudden, shocking force of a bone crusher, but the relentless, inescapable terror of a giant predator methodically dismembering its victims. The most chilling aspect of the Giganotosaurus, however, is the compelling paleontological evidence suggesting it hunted in packs. The discovery of fossilized trackways and multiple individuals found together at a single site points to a level of social cooperation that would make it the most dangerous land predator in history. Imagine the raw terror of a lone human hunter confronting a single Giganotosaurus. Now amplify that fear tenfold by imagining a coordinated pack of these 40-foot monsters, working together with a shared, malevolent purpose. Their coordinated attacks would render any human defense futile, and our modern cities would be little more than a source of prey for these organized, immense killing machines. If a surviving population of Giganotosaurus were to be discovered in a remote, uncharted region of our world, perhaps a vast, unexplored jungle or an isolated plateau, the knowledge would likely be the most closely guarded secret on the planet. Governments would not only fear the global panic, but also the logistical and military impossibility of containing a pack of these predators. The Giganotosaurus represents not just a relic of the past, but the ultimate nightmare scenario of a coordinated, intelligent, and truly colossal predator on land. Its legend persists because the very thought of a pack of these gigantic beasts hunting today is a horror too profound to ever be dismissed as mere fiction. As we pull away from this awe-inspiring glimpse into a world of giants, one truth becomes abundantly clear. The dinosaurs were not just large animals. They were titans that redefined the very limits of life on Earth. The incredible scale of the Argentinosaurus and Patagotitan, and the terrifying predatory might of the Spinosaurus and Giganotosaurus serve as a humbling reminder of a time when our planet was ruled by colossal beings of flesh and bone. Their absence today is a matter of profound luck, a testament to the fact that we live in a world shaped by the extinction of giants. But what do you think? Which of these magnificent monsters do you believe was the most awe-inspiring, and which would be the most terrifying to encounter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you were as captivated by these extinct titans as we were, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Your support helps us on this amazing journey into the world's most incredible mysteries. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, the biggest secrets are often buried just beneath our feet.